Moving forwards through the cloudburst, and that's going to be spotted. Beautiful little reveal there, and a lovely flash on top of it through the back. Still, it's going to be just the 2-for-2. QutionerX into the back of the site, trying to lay claim, take out a couple of these players, but RB left standing. 140 health now, has spotted just the one player with a spot. Not in a great spot, flick of the wrist, you gotta be joking.
Turko is giving them good utility through B-Link. Good information there. Turko knows that he doesn't have to be too worried.
Flash play comes down, wall dropped as well. Very similar to the prior round, the same play being made. Dash across, Buzz is deep within the site, but it is being covered again into the back of the site. The BBL players more than ready to hand it to them, but MaKo, what is that? From the jaws of defeat, just pulls out two miraculous. All about how you clear it. And that's a good covering fire. RB swings at the precise moment to set up that crossfire. Not giving any easy targets still. Players are low enough, but a pre-fire is going to reveal the positioning in the footsteps. Makes it more too much trouble.
A three-player retake here. And stax' position given away, brings it into a 3v3.
Yeah, ball going up now. They want to be playing this one quite quickly. Bit of a tap at the spike. Trying to force good fights out of it. Again, winning a couple of them still. Just down to the one player though. SouhcNi, and he's given a one angle. Down to that 1v1. RB holding his ground. A quick tap once more, trying to force the fight.
This is so hard.
Information gathered, information gained. RB must just be able to see that he's not on it, and wow, just waiting for the star to come online. Not winnable. Time has to be played, have to save the rifle.
And absolutely checkmate.
Smokes drop down all over the side to try and split this one up into the art. Split straight through main. The util is just a little bit too late. Still, Brave gets the one kill, and luckily and crucially he will survive, so backing away to wait for the rest of his team.
Huge play inside his own smoke to avoid the flashes.
We see the lockdown being used with Zest going down. Are we going to have any other answers for it? And taking point, QutionerX. There's not going to be that heavy presence towards playing aggressively into B to try and contest it. Flash perfectly timed with Buzz's updraft as well to see if they can catch it onto any sort of player. Right around the corner, that's QutionerX. He's making all sorts of plays. The gate crash around the side. And he's dealt with, but too little too late, honestly. 2 kills found for him.
Great kill as well from SouhcNi.
Beautiful.
To shut down the lurk, and BBL.
Late lurking this one. Zest is at back and just walks into the line of sight angle.
Vandal diff.
Yeah. Finding the target, still QutionerX TPing back. stax is there to try and take up a bit of this space onto the site. Another pop flash play. And you're seeing this guy just rip off heads. Unreal form by QutionerX.
And the breach ult used in the 2v1. RB is not allowed to get a sniff, not a crumb.
Now 1v2, no time remaining. And all Turko has to do is swing off the contact of QutionerX. Should make it nice and easy. Lovely little offset and a movement there by
completely from DRX's economy. They're forced down onto a thrifty.
Definitely weaker weapons, but still a couple of rifles to make themselves just a bit more dangerous.
Uh-oh.
And okay, well, Dimensional Drift got a bit of that information, has to back away, cannot take the fight.
Everybody from DRX is here. Everybody, all 5 players.
Are they watching it? They are. A bit of a pre-fire. Do they anticipate it? They do!
Where's the traders?
Just falling. Not quite a trade, but Buzz eventually is there. He's like, all right, guys, I'll take care of them. No problems. QutionerX
It denies the plant going down and might offer them a chance at spamming into this pit. Can anyone stop stax again?
That's what it's going to come down to, isn't it? A bit of a random spam. They found the one target. It matters. MaKo falls, and so does the pit. Any sort of hopes of potentially using that as coverage? It's all down to Buzz, isn't it, at the back to try and buy time and hold on.
That was a comical double take.
BBL need to clear Buzz out of this angle. RB, big weight on his shoulders to try and bail him out. Tap onto the spike. Do they know nobody's on this one now? Just biding their time back and forth. The dash as well into safety.
So horrible for Turko. He's just been played with.
Yeah, just nigh impossible to win.
It's like a cat with a mouse. It is.
And really just forced to swing into them, find these fights, because that's what they need, information. And guess what? That lurk timing pays off. Flash off to the corner. Buzz staying safe, beaming them down one after another.
What a play by stax.
Some presence into the connector. There's not much else being pushed behind it, so DRX not really biting. In fact, stax going for a very fast play. It's a pop flash out of the smoke, one after the other. The crossfire connects with RB. Down to just 2 players left standing. A bit of run and gun in action, but ultimately
drive. You don't want to give better rifles to them. I know you can't really call that in the moment. You've got to believe in yourself, but this is going to be a disaster for BBL here.
Yeah. Brave spotted out, a bit of tag there, 9 health. Left alone. Has the most to do, and just as he runs out of bullets, the trade in play. It fills curtains. A nice stun to punish this one, Buzz. In an awkward scenario, an awkward position, but it needs to be a bit more behind it. A double push through with the flashes in play. Really, Turko, what can you do? Has to link up with the rest of his team now. Later lurk through, lovely flash. Buzz does get taken care of, but time is running low now. 12 seconds remaining. And a must-win round for them to stay in the map. Aslan holding down one of the angles. 5 seconds remaining, down to that 1v1. And the pull, surely this is not the way it ends. Out in the open, and the wide swing from RB will finalize it. Thrown into the mix, but it does change things up once more. But a fast play by BBL, this is something that they are known for. It's a nice hit, all of them running straight into the site. The flash into the back of it, RB forced out of position. The angles are being watched for, but a spam through the wall still. Stax wanted to try and take these fights.
No way.
You cannot give him 3 kills here.
How has he just brought this back into a 2v2? That's
a bit of a crossfire being played on top of Jenny. Does Brave even know he's up here? And is it going to be the ace to finish? Not quite. Denied in the end. BBL going to be claiming. Layers of that util being dropped down now, just making it that much more difficult for them. Dropping onto the site needs to be a trade, and Brave is there, but eventually these anchoring players dealt with.
great work from BBL getting into the site like that. They paused for a moment.
Fast?
I don't think you can play this fast against the lockdown. Surely not.
Pop flash play. MaKo has to respect it. He's backing away.
And MaKo has literally 1 HP.
Difficult task, isn't it?
Oh, that smoke is not so great for Brave.
But weapon in hand, he was holding it. Holds the angle down and tries to catch the timing, but no. Have to respect it. Look at QutionerX, he's not wasting any time. Up in the air. And there it is. Clay Pigeon shooting. A nasty shot to hit. The ult into the back of the site. That is with the spike, but cleared back. A reset of the aim. Zest. An absolute demonic performance.
Great play from QutionerX.
And look at the pace. I mean, the guy has been caught. Ultimate popped off. Yeah, the Nightfall. Couldn't quite hear too much going on, but they still want to try and at least work their way into the site. Vulnerable Duck, Brave. Actually traded. It looked like he almost was going to get away with 2.
Zest not really in a position to use his Soverall to deny the plan. So this is just going to be a bit of a straight-up retake. Turko can't use his flashes here. He's just kind of stuck.
Yep, Haunt over the top. Even a dart up close. SouhcNi trying to go through with the jumping classic right click. Fortunately, a couple of patches too far ahead for that one to really play out how he was hoping. And now,
you can't see a thing.
Horrible position for Turko.
Not planning for him.
Yep.
Simple impossibility.
He's just trying to disrupt these timings.
This is way quicker than DRX can expect.
Yep, absolutely all the way through. Already into tree. But what is that? The return of fire from Buzz, that had to be just seconds away.
Oh, that is filth. But again, SouhcNi leading his team really quick, pivoting into a B split, but they don't control B main.
Yeah, if you have to control this area, you have to at least anticipate it, and Zest still alive, backing him up, trying to play with the rest of his team, the swings, the crossfires, despite the smoke, pushing their way through, and with the spike break that one.
30 seconds left.
TP across, flash play over and through, now only a few seconds remaining, and it's pure instinct. Buzz takes the timing, he takes the shot, and holding up close. Right around the corner, a little bit labored there from Zest, but ultimately, it's just 2 players now of BBL with time running this low.
10 seconds left.
Does not look ideal. They have so much information and know what's going on most of the time.
And you need that jet if you're going down mid. Oh, the knife sees everything. RB with all the info in the world.
It's an amazing timing, but they still want to be committing into this one. It's going to be the swing through. Players ready and waiting, a pull inside the smoke. Just pushes them back. And all it takes is that rifle util being used, but answered in kind by the ultimates. Nightfall scattered across the Hunter's Fury to try and get them into the site, but the damage is done. And a wall to split them back up. MaKo anchoring in position. Util flying this way, that way, holding the wall, making sure that no one can really step over that line.
Friend, MaKo is not human. That is a ridiculous shutdown. Not going to get punished by doing that.
Seen the one, but it doesn't do enough really to drive too many rotations. Still, that's what we wanted to see from him. QutionerX taking one after the other. A couple of scalps to his name. And the cleanup is there as Aslan's going to get that re-swing. Quite a striking angle. Aslan just catching that one. stax going for the contact re-clear. Pop flash play. And QutionerX still, well, the confidence to swing out of the smoke there, but still, he's let one of his teammates die, and it's a bit delayed in terms of the way he wanted to play that.
Oh, what a misstep from BBL.
They are just going to be dashing in now.
Turko is on an island.
Yeah, this is a lovely bit of util to try and push back anyone who might be helping Turko, but the back of the site buys enough time at the end of the day to try and deal with it. Bit of a play as he pushes back through. Turko still alive and Brave with the TP into the back of the site now could provide much needed backup.
What a paranoia.
Catches onto stax, but pushes down right around the side. What is that? The Prowler in his hands, and still he finds the target. And timing being taken, Aslan tries to make a play, pushing out of the one side of the smoke. He's left it just up to QutionerX, running around, just trying to get better weaponry for this retake. He knows it's still winnable now. The Odin is in his hands. Not exactly the weapon for the job. A bit of spam down through the walls, but stax deals with it kindly. Is the play to try and swing off the alarm bot or what?
You can't.
Broken, flash. QutionerX was, okay, just about dodges this one, still holding a close angle, and there was a paranoia just to help out. Trying to reset the aim to try and catch the spray down, but the Vandal in hand doesn't quite make the best weapon for the job.
Oh
and
no!
Still DRX are just plucking apart.
It crumbles again!
Yeah, BBL looking for it, but they just swing into it.
But stax the IGL, you can see his mouth going there, calling the rest of the players over. What is that alarm bot timing? It's perfect.
Oh,
the Nanoswarm,
doesn't expect it, yeah. Nanoswarm finding stax, forcing him to really just run with his knife out, and now they know. Spike falling, all down to Buzz.
What a round. The Jet is going to be following the utility with this comp.
And what is the answer going to be? Nightfall and the Astra Wall. Cosmic Divide to try and split it up. And all that, look at that, just spamming through the wall to try and punish Buzz. But a nade just being dropped down, actually trying to catch that timing. Both players now have to anchor into the back. Being dropped down, you have to bide your time, and by the time they will, but still RB answers back. It does end up being maybe in that direction, but
maybe a tad early, but
yeah,
still good.
This gives the option now potentially for the Hunter's Fury to be used to initiate their way in, but QutionerX, what a play, what a star. 2 kills as they try and work their way in, eventually just taken out. The door closing denies the kill, still running their way up through. Jenny RB, how do you get that one?
3v3.
Spam. SouhcNi feels like a bit of an overheat.
No
How are they not claiming these kills? The refight and the spam and the spray down, all down to stax. Swarmed from every approach, every angle of BBL.
So tense, this battle for Garage currently. Smoke goes in and Brave will realize.
Dash enabled, off to the side, and it cuts up the crosshair placement enough.
Whoa, that was
incredibly
sticky.
laboured, yeah. Really, really difficult for them. A TP into the back of the site and a bit of run and gun on top. But it does leave it just down to Aslan.
But this is going to be a very tough retake. BBL are anticipating winning this round, but no recon dart. Turko's got to provide all of the utilities.
Whoa! This is absolute chaos now, but he's dropped himself down, is dealt with.
No one else on his team was ready to go, though.
Yeah, I felt like it was odd that he was just holding in that position, but
was
that
that
an opportunity? But again, look at this pace that's being injected into it. DRX not wasting any time. The back of the site. Needs to be a one fight for Aslan, but he just does not catch it.
It's a great read from Aslan as well. Oh no!
And it's fallen to pieces. Just a bit of a miracle play from Brave as he does manage to just beam down 2 players lined up for them. But will anything else be offered for them? Has brought them into this 2v2. Now the aftershock. Lovely angle that's been forced and collecting themselves just for the moment. Now to defuse. Being stuck half on it already. It's up to RB to see if he can deny. One after the other! There's no shot for though. Now that lockdown. DRX placing it. The Hunter's Fury is used as an answer to it, but 3 bursts, eventually enough to break it. They did end up losing Brave in the process. This reflank timing is everything. QutionerX trying to take an easy fight, but it won't be awarded to him. It won't be in the slightest. Pushes back, but DRX, they're going to be disciplined enough to realize that it could be a player. Looks like they are trying to jiggle clear it, but not a lot else being used. No utility. That's QutionerX playing off of his teammate. In particular really well. Zest was just staring at the ground like a Euro decoy for some reason. MaKo just trying to pick up the pieces.
They have generational wealth to work with, though. So DRX can definitely commit to this one.
Take these fights. Inside the smoke, a bit of spam just to try and break it up. RB, can he pull off the impossible once more? One found, but luckily the coverage is there. And finally, BBL.
For a C-split.
The smoke popped off here. Now, ultimate being used potentially to fight this. The lockdown has put a dampener on it. Do they still want to commit this now? Yeah, well, that's RB. Where did he find that one? Ult popped off to the side. The Astral Wall was laid down with a Cosmic Divide, but it does little to stop again. DRX just barreling their way through onto the site.
Wow, so important that the lockdown was broken there. You could hear them communicating it. And this is now really tough. QutionerX got to deliver the goods.
And timing is everything. There's a dart to the back. He knows where one of them is remaining. It's MaKo still locking it down and down to SouhcNi. The attacking lockdown, he can't quite find it. There's no angle in sight for him to break that one. The comfort zone for them. Trying to play inside. The Cloudburst Brave. He survives for now, but not much longer. The Hunter's Fury is used to just try and clear the way.
Oh, no way.
Two
Zest
kills.
Also get Aslan. There's no way.
SouhcNi, this is the desperation. Final round, might as well use them. The ultimate's one after the other. Doesn't get too much done. The aftershock pushing into the corner, into the angle. On the flank, QutionerX. Let's get the one kill, but down to that 2v3.
Last player standing.
How can they make this happen? 45 seconds left and just spraying it down. A bit of panic in the play. Not wasting too much time. That's a Nano Swarm drop down. What an opening. Okay. QutionerX really fighting hard for that one. Just running his way right down. And now to squeeze that one player that was MaKo holding into short. Cleaned up momentarily. Faster play to still. stax tries to drop down to catch a cheeky timing. But
the weak side of the map.
Here we go. Hit coming through, dart into the back. Dash forwards, but not enough spam damage. And look at the absolute mountain of utility. MaKo is so uncomfortable, but RB returning fire. Left down to Aslan. Position is not quite known just yet, but looks like MaKo is relatively aware. And I think it's going to be the 12th. MaKo smokes, honestly, have been doing the most as well. Just that extra layer in play, making sure that they can't quite clear it. But there we go. Now the presence is met pound for pound. RB just trying to push them back. Not able to do so. Spike is going to go down now, and it is just left up to MaKo, who's going to opt into the save. Has to be perfect.
BBL C is left completely open right now.
A whole load of utility being used, including their own breach ult, which catches onto the side of QutionerX.
Whoa.
The guy is being rattled around the back of the site like no one's business. Nano Swarm dropped into just the corner of it, pushes him into an unfavorable angle, and he is dealt with enough. But BBL with the rifle still swinging through. stax might have just put an end to it. Weaving his way into the site, and it's all down to Brave. In just a blink of an eye, it all comes down to this. He finds the one target. Little smoke drop down. Consumes it to give him the sightline angle, but